So dissatisfaction with life. This is something that I come across a lot. I am talking to a lot of people who have, hit a point in their lives where they've built something. Maybe it's a business, a community, a family, something that feels really important to them. They've accomplished a lot, and they feel good about their accomplishments, and they look around at their lives and they're like, everything's really great and beautiful, and like they sort of describe it as like 80% is amazing, and yet there's like this undercurrent, this like 20% undercurrent, and they describe it as dissatisfaction. Like, I'm dissatisfied, or they're kind of itchy, and they're sort of wondering, like, what do I need to do about this? Do I need to, blow up my life, or do I need to quit my job, or I don't know, leave my marriage? All those might be legitimate answers, but most of the time it's that two things have happened. First thing is they've fallen victim to this myth of achievement, right? In the culture today that we have, and certainly, the messages we got from our parents, depending on who your parents were, but for most of us was like, achieve, achieve, achieve. And if you achieve, you will be happy for the rest of your life. Just keep achieving. And it's a fallacy, I'm sure many of you know, because it's empty, right? Anyone who's achieved something, especially if it came under the weight of somebody else's expectations or the culture's expectations, it feels hollow, even if the achievement gets you all kinds of accolades. And that's the first challenge. But the second piece is to really get at the lack of appreciation for life. And sometimes they'll say to me, like, I appreciate my life. I have a journaling practice, and like every day I write down the 10 things I'm grateful for, and I've got my morning miracles practice, and great, like really good to be in a practice of gratitude. But to really be in a practice of deeper gratitude, I would say that's what's called for. And that requires it to be an action, not just a thought of gratitude. And so for these people, and for any of you who are feeling this sense of, undercurrent of dissatisfaction, the practice is to receive the gift of your life. So I often will prescribe this to people, force them to do it, ask them to do it, maybe for a week or a month. And the practice really is as much as you can possibly remember, in moments that feel really beautiful, where you can remember to receive the gift of your life. It could be something like you're walking through your home and you hear your children laughing, or there's just a really beautiful exchange between you and your partner at home before you head off to work or when you come home. Or it could be that you just happen to look out at this home that you have built and you just feel this sense of, wow, what a beautiful gift. Any of those moments, and many more moments, are appropriate to stop dead in your tracks, press your feet down into the earth, or really feel the earth beneath you, and either say it out loud, which I highly encourage, or just say it silently, but to say, I am receiving the gift of my life. I'm receiving the gift of my life. It's an active form of appreciation, an embodied form of gratitude. And it's something that starts to get at this undercurrent of dissatisfaction. Now, there's all kinds of other practices and things to take on around the myth of achievement and chasing endless achievement and having that be another source of dissatisfaction. But I have found that when people take this on and take it on in earnest, it opens up a lot, and then also helps to wake them up to the kinds of things they want to fill their lives with, such that they can receive the gift of their life. So if this practice inspires you, it is dead simple. You just stop, pause as much as you can remember, and receive the gift of your life.